The 787's primary display system has 5 flat panel display units and 2 head-up displays, or HUDs. The displays include an Electronic Flight Instrument System, or EFIS. The traditional flight instruments of older airplanes are replaced by primary flight displays and navigation displays. Other displays give flight management, performance, and system information. Each pilot also has an electronic flight bag, or EFB, on the side panel. Some data in the EFB is used in performance calculations. Other data can be referred to during ground or flight operations. An integrated standby flight display and magnetic compass supply instrument indications in an emergency. Some control panels are used to show or move the displays, and different panels are used to change the data that is shown. Two common computing resource cabinets, or CCRs, supply data for the flight deck displays. The CCRs are part of the common computing system that lets many different airplane computers talk to each other. Graphic generators receive the CCR data and then tell the displays which indications to show. These are some of the airplane systems that supply inputs to the CCRs. This lesson talks about the 5 flat panel displays. Other lessons talk about the HUD, EFB, and standby flight instruments. The display units, or DUs, are the captain's outboard and inboard DUs, the first officer's outboard and inboard DUs, and the lower DU. The primary flight displays, or PFDs, are on the outboard display units. The PFDs show indications such as attitude, airspeed, altitude, and heading. Each outboard DU also has an auxiliary, or aux display. The aux display shows flight and communications data and time. The inboard and lower DUs are divided into windows. Each window can show a different display. The Engine Indication and Crew Alerting System, or ICAS, is always shown on one inboard DU in the most inboard window. ICAS shows engine performance data, systems information, and a crew alerting message area. You can show ICAS in the right window of the captain's inboard DU, or in the left window of the first officer's inboard DU, but it can only show on one side at a time. The PFD aux display and ICAS are always shown on these DUs during normal operations. The remaining windows on the inboard and lower DUs show other types of displays. Navigation displays, or NDs, are usually shown on the inboard DUs. The NDs show airplane position, route, and hazard data. Each ND is controlled independently of the other. In this example, the left window of the captain's inboard DU shows an ND, while the right window shows ICAS. Because ICAS is not on the first officer's side, the ND expands across the full width of the inboard display unit. The lower DU has one window for each pilot. Control display units, or CDUs, are usually shown in the lower DU windows. You use the CDUs to communicate with the Flight Management Computer, or FMC. The standard 787 display configuration is to have the NDs inboard of the PFDs and the CDUs on the lower DU. You will see later that you can put many other types of displays into these windows, but when the other displays are removed, the ND and CDU are shown again in the standard layout. Each pilot controls the displays on the related side of the flight deck. Usually there are no empty windows. The NDs and CDUs are only two of the many different display types that can be shown on the inboard and lower DUs. Other displays show you system information, the electronic checklist, data link communications, and other data. These displays have more than one function. The menu on a display tells you which other functions are available. Menu operation is looked at in a later lesson. The name for this group of displays is multifunction displays, or MFDs. Each pilot has MFD windows on the inboard and the lower DU. ICAS is always in one inboard window, so only 5 MFD windows are available. You can show all types of multifunction displays and all the MFD windows.